Parents, I want to give you a heads up. Our next segment may not be suitable for children. CoSight Clinic is dedicated to providing breakthrough ED remedies to men in the greater Sacramento area. And today they're here to enlighten us about their True Pulse protocol treatment. Medical technician Andrew Reinhardt joins us live. Good morning, Andrew.
Hello, good morning. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah, well, we're happy you're joining us this morning, Andrew. And can you tell us, how common is this medical condition?
Well, ED or erectile dysfunction, I hate to say it, is so common. The data says 50% of men over 50 will have the issue. Personally, I think the number is a lot higher. I think a lot of men suffer in silence. So if you or your man are out there struggling with erectile dysfunction, you're far more normal than you may think.
And you mentioned you think that there's a lot more men suffering in silence. So why do you think this goes so underreported?
Well, there's a little bit of a stigma around erectile dysfunction. Men know about this. We're maybe a little bit embarrassed. We feel like less of a man. We don't want to make trips to the pharmacy or take the pill, that's for sure. We're going to talk about a way to eliminate that today, by the way. But we want to break down that stigma, because the worst thing you can do if you're suffering from ED is nothing at all, because it typically does get worse.
Yeah, and you mentioned the pill. What do you think are the drawbacks to traditional treatments for this condition?
Generally, a man taking the pill for his ED complains of headaches, blurred vision, almost a hangover feeling the next day. And here's a big one that I don't think we talk about enough. There's no spontaneity with the pill. Men are playing kind of this big timing game. They're skipping a meal. They're hoping things line up perfectly, not knowing if it will work, when it will work, and what side effects are coming the next day. So no man really wants to go through that process.
Yeah, and you mentioned you offer a different treatment at CoSight Clinic. Can you tell us about the treatment you offer?
We certainly do. We believe this is a major medical breakthrough for erectile dysfunction. It's a technology called acoustic wave therapy. Here's what it does. It delivers very gentle pressure waves through the skin into the blood vessels. It causes the blood vessels to open up and expand. That's one of the leading causes of ED, damaged blood vessels and restricted blood flow. So we repair it, we improve circulation, and we can get rid of the erectile dysfunction now. Here's my favorite part. No pills, no injections, and no side effects.
Andrew, could you give us an estimated success rate for the treatment offered at CoSight Clinic?
60 clinical studies have now answered this question, somewhere between 75 and 90% success rate. We see about the same thing in our clinic. Even Cambridge University has vetted this technology, so it's pretty thorough. The scientific community has spoken, in my opinion. The success rate is quite high, higher than a lot of medical treatments out there. I think the pill will someday be a thing of the past.
And what is the reaction from your patients when receiving this treatment at CoSight Clinic?
The first thing they say is, it's so much easier than I thought. When I heard you talk about it, I thought it would be invasive or painful. Yeah. It's a 10-minute session. The technology is placed on the skin. There's no pain or discomfort. The other thing that we hear about is that men are so relieved not to have to take the pill. The significant other, the spouse, the partners, they tell us how the emotional connection comes back. They feel like they've drawn closer together as a couple, and that improves happiness and sense of well-being.
All right, and Andrew, you have a special offer for our Your California Life viewers. Could you tell us about it?
We certainly do. If you are struggling with erectile dysfunction, or maybe your man is, if you're ready to regain your love life, grab your phone, call that number on your screen right now before this segment ends. You'll qualify for the exam, the assessment, even the blood flow ultrasound, totally free. And this gift that produces powerful results in the bedroom, you'll love that, by the way. $500. It's totally free to callers now. 916-603-2000.
And Andrew, I wanted to ask you, you mentioned earlier that some men are suffering in silence, but if they choose to go with CoSight Clinic, could you mention how you guys take care of this? Is it discreet? How do you go about the process?
It's a discreet and confidential environment, and men are more comfortable than they think. It's a 10 or 15-minute session. You can do it on your lunch break. It's so much easier than making trips to the pharmacy for the rest of your life, pausing the intimacy to grab a glass of water and a pill. That is what is so horrible about ED, so we believe we're making this so easy.
Yeah, and that special offer, one more time, Andrew.
Call now. Put a stop to your ED. The exam, assessment, and blood flow ultrasound will be free. The number is right there at the bottom of your screen, by the way. You'll also get a gift that produces powerful results in the bedroom. I think you'll love that. It's worth hundreds of dollars, free to callers now.
Andrew from CoSight Clinic, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And for more information, you can visit cosightclinic.com.